Hello guys, this is Trishan Kumar son of Sundarajan. Today I will like to discuss about the implication such as converse, inverse, contrapositive and biconditional. Okay, so I already discussed about the negation, conjunction and distinction. So now I would like to discuss about the implication and biconditional. So implication is mean by if then. Biconditional is mean by if and only if. Okay, these are the implication as conditional statement. The implication of proposition P and Q is denoted and read if P then Q or P implies Q. When the hypothesis is true, the conclusion must be true for the implication to be true. When the hypothesis is false, the conclusion is true. P denoted it is a holiday and Q denoted the store is closed. So meaning by if it is holiday, then the store is closed. So let's see. Okay, so we need to do for implication. Okay, how to change to implication. Okay, so let's see. If it is holiday, then the store is closed. So that's the answer 1. So if P then Q. So meaning by if it is a holiday, then the store is closed. Okay, so that's why we need to do the truth table about the implication. So let's see. So P Q. So if P then Q. Okay, if P become true, then Q become true, so that means it will become true. If P become true, then Q become false, so it will be false. If P become false, then Q become true, so it will be true. And the last table, if P become false, then Q become false, so that means it will be true. So that's the answer of the truth table about the implication. Okay, these are the converse, inverse and contrapositive. For our implication, if P then Q, we can construct 3 new conditional statements. Okay, converse is meaning by if Q then P. So meaning we need to switch the value. We need to switch the value to change the converse. Okay, inverse is meaning by if not P then not Q. So we need to negate to change the inverse. Negate the value. Okay, next one, contrapositive mean by if not Q then not P. If not Q then not P. So we need to switch and negate the value to change the contrapositive. Okay, these are the example of the converse, inverse and contrapositive. It is raining is a sufficient condition for me not going to town. Flexible is meaning by if it is raining, then I am not going to town. I am not going to town. So that's the answer. If it is raining, then I am not going to town. So that's the meaning. Okay, so from now we need to do about the practice. So the question is asking about the give the converse, inverse and contrapositive of the implication. Okay, so the example question asking prove which you're happy when you complete your homework. So very simple meaning. Okay, so meaning by so you complete your homework is P. So prove we are happy is Q. So meaning by if you complete your homework, if you complete your homework, then proof will be happy. So we need to change the implication. So that's the meaning to change the implication. So proof B is happy. So that's it. So that's the meaning of the example to change the implication. Okay, so let's do about the converse, inverse, and contrapositive. So converse. Okay, converse. What's meaning converse? Very simple. Converse is meant by if proof be happy. So converse means by if Q then P. We need to switch. Okay, so is P. P means by complete your homework. Q is proof be happy. So we need to switch the value. Okay, if proof B, so the answer of the converse is if proof B is happy, then you complete your homework. Then you complete your homework. So that's the answer of the converse. Okay, the next one, inverse. So inverse is mean by is not P. If not P, then not Q. So we need to negate to change the inverse. Okay, so the answer of the inverse is if you don't complete your homework, then proof B is not happy. Or else proof B is sad, can anything feeling can lah, yeah. Proof B is sad, angry, scolding, anything can. So that's why proof B is not happy. So that's the answer of the inverse. If you don't complete your homework, then proof B is not happy. Okay, and the last one, contrapositive. Okay, contrapositive, we need to switch and negate the value to change the contrapositive. Very simple. If proof B is not happy, anything can. If proof B is sad, angry, anything can. So if proof B is not happy, then you don't complete your homework. Then you don't complete your homework. And it can, then you are not complete your homework. So that's the answer for all of the converse, inverse, contrapositive. So please take note. Okay, the next one is biconditional. Okay, the biconditional of proposition P and Q is denoted P if and only if Q. So and read P and if only if Q. So a biconditional to be true, both propositions must share the same truth value. So mean by if P and Q are become true, then it will be true, and different same true values will become false. So if both P and Q are become false, then it will be true. So let's do the truth table about the biconditional. So P, Q, and P, if and only if Q. Okay, if true, if and only if true, so that means it will be true. So true if and only be true. So true then become true lah. Okay, if P true and Q false, so that means it will be false. If P false only if true, then it will be false. Okay, false. Okay, if P become false if and only is false, so that means it will be true. So that's the answer of the truth table about the biconditional. Or for example, okay, so a previous our biconditional P if and only if Q can also be written as a compound proposition. So that's the question. So that's the example of the question. So we need to do about the truth table. So P Q, if P then Q, if Q then P. So if P then Q and Q and P and P, if and only if Q. Okay, first we need to fill up in the P and Q box. We need to fill up first in the P and Q box. Okay, so P and true step by step. Okay, so TF FT F. Okay, next one we need to fill up in the if P then Q. Very simple. If true then true. If true false. If Q become false then Q become true, so that means it will be true. If P become false then Q become false, then that means it will be true. Okay, let's go for the if Q then P box. Okay, if Q then P, so true become true. If Q become false then P become true, so that means it will be true. If Q become true then P become false, it will be false. If Q become false then P become false, so that means it will be true. So TFT, yes. Okay, so next one, if P then Q and if P then Q and if Q then P. So let's do in the box. Okay, so and lah. So the symbol name is conjunction. So meaning by if P then Q and if Q then P. So let's do. So let's get the answer. So T. So F T F T F F. So T true. So meaning and so both true are become same. So both true are become true. Okay, and the last boss P if and only Q. It's simple. So if T and T, so F. So that's the answer all of the. Okay, so that's the answer of the truth table in about the compound proposition. So these are the questions. Okay, anyway, so please take note certainly. So anyway, please take note certainly. Okay, that's the end of the video. So anyway, thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So take care and goodbye.